Rock and roll. It's Mark Iverson with Ida History coming to you from Julia Davis Park up here on the Gene Harris Band Shelter stage. Boise's Treefort Festival is being held this week, and it is a unique bit of Idaho and Boise history. And it's fitting that it is here, its main stage is here in downtown Boise at Julia Davis Park, because a lot of history here, layered on top of layer, right? Well, at first, this is one of the main areas where, the Boise, Shoshone, and Bannock would camp, right? On the river fishing. Well, then later on, what do we get? We get pioneers, right? We get Thomas Davis. And Thomas Davis' wife is Julia Davis. She dies, and in 1907, he dedicates some of his acreage down here to the city so they can build a park, right? Before that, it was his orchard. During that, it was Chinese gardens, the original Chinese gardens, which were then, after 1907, moved over to Garden City on Government Island in Boise. So we got that history. And then eventually, this is where the zoo goes, right? The zoo starts with, as they say, a circus monkey in 1916. They go, let's take that monkey, chimp, over to Boise and let's put him in a cage and start a zoo. And that's essentially what they do. Then they get him a friend and they put him in the jail at City Hall back in the day and let him pal around there. They got poisoned by the prisoners. Long story, but that's the start of the JD Park Zoo back in 1916. And then it becomes the home of the Idaho State Historical Museum, now the Idaho Museum, whatever they call it, and the Boise Art Museum. And then the Greenbelt goes through here in the 70s, and so on and so on and so on. And so Treefort is really just another historic event and, moment in JD Park's history.